Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi held a rally in Uttarakhand's Roorkee and Ramnagar on Saturday. With the elections inching closer, she addressed public meetings in the region. In her address, she stressed that youth are the nation's builders and that the upcoming election is going to decide their future. Senior BJP leader and India's Home Minister Amit Shah held a roadshow in support of the party candidate in the southern state of Tamil Nadu. During this meeting, he also addressed the workers in Kanyakumari city of the state. He said Prime Minister Modi has worked to increase the pride of Tamil language and culture in the country and around the world. Right, joining me are my colleagues who are covering the elections from the ground in some of these states that go to the polls on the 19th of April. Joining me are Gautam Roy, joining us from West Bengal, and Dibyundu Mondal, also covering the northeastern state of the country. First to you, Gautam, how's the campaigning coming along in the three seats of Jalpaiguri, Alipurduar and Cooch Behar in West Bengal?
Well, it's a fairly well fought sort of a contest over here, because what we've seen, Ramesh, is that through the course of different elections, the nature of the mandate has been changing here. We saw last time in the elections that took place for the parliament in 2019, the BJP dominated the area in Jalpaiguri itself. Jayantu Roy, the candidate who won at that time, who's again the BJP's candidate this time around, got 51% of the votes, where the TMC got 38%. The left was much more lesser than that. This time around, again, primarily these three are in the contest. And if you look at the assembly elections that took place in 2021, the verdict was quite different. At that time, the voters here gave 5 of the assembly seats in the region to the TMC and 2 to the BJP. The left didn't get anything. This time around, the left is being backed by the Congress. They have an alliance, and the TMC and the BJP are fighting on their own. And the contest has been very keen. Prime Minister Modi has been here 6 days ago. Mamata Banerjee has been literally camping here. She's been here for another 3 days as well in this region itself. What has sort of queered the pitch a bit for each political party is the fact that there was a storm here in this region on the 31st of last month, which has led to a lot of distress. 5 people lost their lives as well. There are people who've been rendered homeless, and there's been a lot of politicking over who's going to take care of them and how, because there's a model code of conduct on, and directly the political parties, both at the centre, who are ruling in the centre, and in the state, can't really help. So there's been some politicking going on about that as well, and that is something that is being made an issue here by the leaders as well, although there is no dearth of issues in this region, primarily tea, timber and tourism region, so to speak, because Alipurduar, Jalpaiguri, where I am, and even in Cooch Behar, although not so much, there are a lot of tea gardens, over 300 tea gardens in this area, and the tea workers have their own issues, about 16 lakh of them here in West Bengal. They want better wages, they want land rights, and the tea industry itself needs some sort of a revival too. So all these issues are at play here in this region.
Right, Dibyundu, coming to you now, for the benefit of viewers joining us from around the world, talk to us a bit, if you will, about the state of Arunachal Pradesh and why this northeasternmost state of India matters.
Well, that's absolutely right, Ramesh. I'm at Itanagar currently, which is the capital of Arunachal Pradesh. And there are just 2 seats here in Arunachal Pradesh that is represented by 2 members of parliaments in the Indian Parliament, lower house, which is the Lok Sabha. So, of course, there are two contesting candidates, both from the BJP as well as the Congress from here in Arunachal Pradesh. But of course, why this state is important is, of course, because the fact that it shares a large border with the neighboring China. So of course, this in fact makes Arunachal Pradesh a very important state for India. The government's focus over the last couple of years in development in Arunachal Pradesh along the bordering districts of Arunachal Pradesh have been a key focus. And when we talk to the locals here, we do understand the fact that the government's focus for development in the border region has been successful, and people are happy about that fact. But also, the government's development, not just in terms of infrastructure, but also through the Vibrant Village program, the government has been able to develop and provide facilities, in fact, better facilities to the people living in the upper northern region and along the border region in Arunachal Pradesh, which borders with China under the Vibrant Villages project. So, of course, Arunachal Pradesh is a very strategically important part of India and has been an important sector for India because the fact that, as I said, it has one of the largest borders with China, and we have seen several of time that India, in fact, China had got into conflict with India, especially in the upper regions of the bordering villages in Arunachal Pradesh. So, of course, these are some of the issues that will also, are also being heatedly debated during the election campaigns here in Arunachal Pradesh. Back to you.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for. I'll have to leave it at that. Gautam and Dibyendu, thank you for your update. That was Gautam Roy in Jalpaiguri and Dibyendu Mondal reporting there from Itanagar in Arunachal Pradesh.